I'm going to throw this at you. You think this is insane.
Okay.
Denver says, we'll take him off your hands. You want Russell. Kingsbury. Now, I'm just throwing this out there. Kingsbury's like, just give me a coachable guy. Russell Wilson. Where?
Nah, that ain't it, Colin. What's going on, Arizona sports fan family? Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Today, what I want to talk about is basically this absurd sports take from Colin Cowherd. I mean, however you say his last name. Basically, he came out here on his show basically talking about what the Arizona Cardinals should do is trade or make a trade with the Denver Broncos to trade Russell Wilson to the Cardinals and Kyler Murray over to the Denver Broncos. Now, we're going to dive right into this here a little deeper. Like, before we do that, definitely do me one huge favor. Smack the like button on this video. Do it for me, I guess. And then subscribe over to the Arizona Sports Fan here on YouTube as well. We're talking everything Arizona Cardinals. We are dropping daily content here. Sometimes we do double uploads for the day, so definitely subscribe it up. We're on the road to 10K. So let's continue to talk about this, right? This is such an absurd idea, right? It's weird. It makes no sense, especially for the Arizona Cardinals side. Now, I know that there's some Cardinal fans out there who will be like, oh, I'll take that in a heartbeat, right? Because Russell Wilson has a Super Bowl under his belt. He's a veteran, and he's seen to be, at one point, a top 5, top 10 quarterback. But as of right now, nah, that's not at all what he is right now. Now, we've seen Kyler Murray regress this year. I think it's obvious, right? But I do believe a lot of fans believe it's not just Kyler Murray. It's the whole offense in general, right? That offensive line, the play calls, everything. Like, everything is against Kyler Murray. Now, the true Arizona Cardinal fans, I don't think that Kyler Murray getting shipped off is the best way to go. But I don't know why these big national media outlets are saying that we're going to be living in a world that Cardinal fans are going to accept choosing Cliff Kingsbury over Kyler Murray. No, not at all. That's the last thing Cardinal fans want to do. What they would like to do is get rid of Cliff Kingsbury, get rid of Steve Keim, and bring in a new regime, a new leadership that's going to be able to build an offensive line for Kyler Murray, bringing him in some more weapons if that's what needs to happen, and then get some, star defensive pieces to build our defense so it's sustainable, right? So it can be a longevity of time for our defense to be great. So I don't get, there's just so much different bad that comes from this specific sports take here. I don't get why he thinks Cardinal fans or the Cardinal organization will choose Cliff over Kyler. That absolutely makes no sense at all. Now, if you're going to say to me, let's trade Cliff somewhere, yeah, let's do that. I don't think we've ever seen that before in the NFL. Correct me if I'm wrong here in the comments below. Now, one thing that I would like to do here more than anything is, like I said, fire those two and see if we can build an offensive line for Kyler Murray, because one of the things is that our routes are it takes more than 3 to 4 seconds to develop, but the problem is that Kyler Murray is constantly getting harassed. And it's not going to work that way, especially if you're calling the same plays. Now, I know we have screenplays, right? And I think that's what Cliff Kingsbury is doing, putting those screenplays out there so it's short plays. But the bottom line is that most defenses know that what Cliff Kingsbury is going to do. It's very, very predictable at this very moment. So just the sport take in general is just absolutely absurd. It makes no sense. Now, if a new regime comes in here and it's the exact same way, then that's obviously a completely different story. One other thing that, he mentioned was that the trade will go through because obviously the Arizona Cardinals love veteran quarterbacks, and then B, Kyler Murray isn't coachable, and they're going to move him on over. That's just, no. Just no. No. None of this makes sense, Colin. It doesn't make sense. So just keep talking about other teams, right? At one point, I'm like, how come these big national medias don't talk about, my Arizona Cardinals? That dream gave up a long time ago. Please keep the Arizona Cardinals out of your mouth. Keep them out of your mouth, because that makes absolutely no sense. Let me know what you guys think about this whole sports take about the Cardinals wanting to trade or should want to trade with the Denver Broncos, swapping quarterbacks. Let me know over in the comments below, ladies and gentlemen. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day, and go Cards.